Bowman not happy with his team after it dropped 2 of 3 on the West Coast trip, both by 3-2 scores. The Sabres lost at Winnipeg last night, put their road record at 1-6-1. The Sabres got off to a slow first period start. They were down 1-0. Here's a giveaway. Scott Arniel jumps on it right in front of Sauve, puts it up top. It's 2-0 at that point. Then another mistake by the Sabres is Steve Patrick with a bad pass here. Doug Smale, look at this. Whack, whack. Smale scores anyway. It's 3-0. The Sabres did get back within 2 on the power play. The power play has been terrific. Perro's shot, rebound to Andrew Chuck, his 9th. It's 3-1 after 1, but Mark Barron was real tough in the nets for the Jets last night. Here he stops Sealing. Look at the Sabres' arms go up. They thought it was in. It wasn't. Sabres lose 3-2, and they play here.
Because certainly we're scoring a lot of power play goals, and that's been effective for us. It's just a matter of getting a couple of goals. You know, the game we won was a 9-6 shootout in Minnesota. We played a real good first 2 periods in Minnesota, got ahead comfortably, and then we kind of coasted home with it and made it interesting. But you know, we just got to get a couple goals. We got to get a few more lines playing consistently. But as long as we're that close, then we're going to get some. There's no question it'll turn around.
Meanwhile, the Sabres skated through a stiff workout at the Odd this morning, prepping for their big battle with the Bruins tomorrow night. After the serious stuff was over, Sabres captain Gilles Perreault's 34th birthday was celebrated, and though usually the honored guest would take the cake, this time he got himself.
Over those trade rumors he called unfair to the players. Glenn Walker reports.
Last night, the rumors were flying around Buffalo that 3 members of the Sabres were headed to Detroit to play for the Red Wings. Well, this morning at the Odd, Scotty Bowman had a few choice words about those rumors.
I have not discussed any type of trade of the nature that he discussed. We've had teams call us about different players in our system, but totally unfounded story. I don't think it's fair to the players. I wouldn't want to be any of the players that have to be subjected to that type of thing unless there is some foundation, and there's absolutely no foundation in this regard.
The basis for all the trade talk is the Sabres' poor record away from the Odd. At home, they have yet to lose this season, but on the road, 1 win and a tie is all the Sabres have to show in 7 games. But Bowman attributes the record to bad luck rather than a bad performance.
We've only lost 5 of the 6 games by a goal. I don't see any big problems. Our biggest problem now is our next 2 games are at home. And I always try to look on the good side of it. And as far as the road games are concerned, it's just like a streak. It's like anything else. The more people talk about it, it's not going to go away. And
maybe we'll look at it this way. Maybe the next 5-6 games in the road, maybe we'll win them by 1 goal, and that will be the difference right there. You know, it's been that close where we could have won the games, but we haven't.
So for now, Hanu Verta and Paul Cyr will stay in Buffalo, and Jacques Cloutier will remain down on the farm in Rochester. That is for now, according to Scotty Bowman. At the Odd, this is Glenn Walker for News 4 Sports.
Players, unfair to the team. I'm very disappointed. I can't do anything about it. I think at this time, you keep stabbing at the dark. You keep coming up with some wins, some losses. We don't operate that way, and I think it was totally unfair and totally uncalled for.
Now, it has been no secret in National Hockey League circles in recent weeks that Bowman has not only talked with Detroit, but other teams as well. He wants to come up with some scoring punch. Now, he knows he's close to the team he wants to win a Stanley Cup, but he also feels he needs another goal scorer. Bowman insists he's not planning to trade anybody.
We have a young team. We're not trying to trade any of them. If there was any changes that we wanted to make, we'd make them from our system. We wouldn't just go out half-cocked and trade 3 or 4 young players for 1 player. We've never done that, and we won't do it.
All right, the Sabres back on the ice again today. We're thinking about the Boston Bruins. Hopefully, anyway, they're going to be here tomorrow night. They're leading the Adams Division. Gilles Perreault, incidentally, had a little extra on his uniform today. He's wearing part of a pie, compliments of Mike Foligno for his 34th birthday. And tomorrow night, you'll see that game here on TV2 at 7:30.